simplifying some expressions. And you're trying to prove if they're equal. And that's what you were doing on your quiz, but we need to just practice simplifying first. So the first expression I have is 2 times the quantity of x plus 1 plus 4x times the quantity of x plus 2. And on your quiz, you were asked to simplify some things. And so you're going to simplify this by using the distributive property. So you would get 2 times x, so you get 2x. Then you would distribute times 1, so you'd get 2. Plus, and then you would do 4x times x. And when you do that, that becomes x squared. And then you do 4x times 2, which gives you 8x. So the first thing that you do is you distribute it all. And now you combine like terms and you put them in order. Since this has the highest exponent, you put that first, 4x squared. Then I note that there are 2 values that have an x, so that's a total of 10x. And there's only one value of a single digit left, and that's 2. So I get plus 2. So this is my simplified version, and on your quiz, you had to prove that that was either equal to something or not equal to something else. Let's try another example. My next example is quantity x plus 3 times quantity x plus 4 minus 2 times x minus 1. So in this example, you're going to have to FOIL, or distribute twice. So x times x is x squared, x times 4 is 4x, 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 4 is 12. So that's the first set of parentheses. The second set, you have to distribute the negative 2. So it's going to be negative 2x, and then you have to do a negative 2 times a negative 1, which will become a positive 1. And so from here, you do the same thing. You put it in order. There's only 1x squared. There's 4 and 3, which is 7, but minus 2, so that's 5x. And then there's 12 plus 1 for 13. So again, on your quiz, you had to simplify possibly using the distributive property. Now these were things that you were very good at. The ones that we struggle with are the ones like my third example, which is x plus 1 squared plus x plus 2 squared. And we struggle with these types of problems because we have to remember that when something is squared, you have 2 of them. Likewise here, if something is squared, you have 2 of them. So that's a huge, huge thing that you have to remember. So you have to remember that a squared becomes 2, a square becomes 2. And then from here, you just go back and you FOIL again. So you do x times x, so you get x squared, x times 1. Then you do 1 times x, and 1 times 1, plus x times x, x squared, x times 2, 2x, 2 times x, 2x, 2 times 2, 4. So you have to remember again that feature that there's 2 of them, then you have to FOIL, and now you combine together like terms. So I have 2 x's that are squared. I have 1 and 1 for 2 x's that are squared. I have 2 x's here, plus another 4 x's there for 6 plain x's. And then I have 1 and a 4 for plus 5. So this is my brief review of simplifying. This last example is where many of us had problems on our quiz, and you had to prove algebraically that 2 things were equivalent. So this top equation is equivalent to this. And you'd say, yes, they're equivalent, they equal each other.